cool. They be quick to accuse when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the usher. No, I can't touch it. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing Florida, rolling up through.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers.
For San Francisco.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Nicole Hartman on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And his first look is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And now he'll tuck it and run. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
No gain on the play that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Austin. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. And
so from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. We're scoreless after 1. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. Rosas' kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
To George Kittle.
George Kittle, 31 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Niners 10, Panthers nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30.
You know what? Why don't you just start it?
Touchdown, Carolina. Mecole Hardman, 82 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
21.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
2nd and 8.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
13.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill. No. 25. Check 25. Check 25. He's 25.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts
It's 3rd
as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Hey, 91. Watch the pass. Got Mike 51. Monday. Hey, Switch.
Kaepernick now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Keep making plays like that, baby. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout
First down.
as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey! Watch the slip, watch the slip. Here we go. White, white, white. Run them up. Watch one, watch one.
Garoppolo on first down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end, and now it's second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 35 to Mike. Get a 3-point Omaha.
Now Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Panthers take over first.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room and start over.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
They're running it. Shoot, shoot.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Garoppolo now. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
Garoppolo's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
13-yard line.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up third down.
Throwing is Kaepernick on third down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
26-yard.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
A gain of a yard brings up third and 5.
Mike 51. Who that? Right here, guys. Mike 51.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
52.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Throwing on second and 8. Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up fourth down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw is Kaepernick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
The ball carrier.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 53 yards. And the Panthers, they're just an extra point away now from taking the lead.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. but I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, Mostert. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up.
He'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the running game with Mostert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, that would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They needed a little more time and a little more yardage to give him a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Second and 11 at the 42-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.